To be a lesbian is to live a life filled with love, resilience, and authenticity. It's about more than just who I'm attracted to, it's about how I see the world, how I connect with others, and how I navigate my identity in a society that isn't always accepting. Being a lesbian is a fundamental part of who I am, and it's something I've learned to embrace with pride. Even in the face of misunderstanding or prejudice, love is love. At the core of my identity is love. My love for women is as natural and meaningful as any other kind of love. It's not something I chose. It's simply who I am. Yet, for many people, the word lesbian can still feel unfamiliar or even uncomfortable. I've seen the confusion, the awkwardness, and sometimes even the judgment when I mention my sexuality. But I've also seen how openness and honesty can break down barriers. When I share my story, when I talk about my relationships and my experiences, I'm not just explaining my identity, I'm humanizing it. And that's where understanding begins. The journey to self-acceptance for many lesbians, including myself. The journey to self-acceptance isn't always easy. Growing up, I didn't always see people like me represented in the media or in my community. I didn't always hear positive stories about LGBTQ+ people. Instead, I heard stereotypes, misconceptions, and sometimes outright hostility. It took time for me to unlearn those messages and to realize that there's nothing wrong with who I am. Coming out was a process, not just once, but over and over again, in different spaces and with different people. Each time, it was an act of courage and vulnerability. But with that vulnerability came freedom. When I finally embraced my identity, I found a sense of peace and authenticity that I hadn't known before. I realized that being a lesbian isn't just about who I love, it's about living a life that's true to myself. Community and solidarity, of the most beautiful aspects of being a lesbian, is the sense of community that comes with it. The LGBTQ+ community is a place of solidarity, support, and celebration. It's where I found friends who understand my experiences, mentors who've guided me, and a sense of belonging that's hard to put into words. Together, we celebrate our victories like marriage equality and greater visibility, and we stand together in the face of challenges like discrimination and prejudice. But the lesbian community isn't a monolith. We come from all walks of life with different backgrounds, experiences, and perspectives. That diversity is something to celebrate. It reminds me that there's no one right way to be a lesbian. We each have our own story to tell. Challenging misconceptions to see the progress that's been made. There are still plenty of misconceptions about lesbians. Some people assume we all fit a certain stereotype, that we all look or act a certain way. Others reduce our identities to something purely sexual, ignoring the emotional, romantic, and spiritual dimensions of our relationships. And then there are those who simply don't understand, who are shell-shocked by the word lesbian because it's outside their frame of reference. To those people, I say this: it's okay to not understand right away. What's important is that you're willing to listen, to learn, and to see me as a whole person. Being a lesbian is just one part of who I am, but it's a part that I'm proud of. And if you're open to it, I'm happy to share my story with you. A message of hope to anyone who's struggling with their identity. Whether you're a lesbian or questioning your sexuality, know that you're not alone. It's okay to take your time. It's okay to be unsure. What matters is that you're true to yourself. There's a whole community out here waiting to welcome you with open arms. And to those who are still learning, who might feel uncomfortable or unsure when they hear the word lesbian, I invite you to lean into that discomfort. Ask questions. Listen to our stories. See us not as something foreign or strange, but as people who are living our lives with love and authenticity. Being a lesbian is a beautiful, complex, and deeply personal experience. It's a journey of self-discovery, of love, and of resilience, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
To anyone out there feeling lost and unsure, searching for the answers, wanting something more. Whether you're standing on the edge of doubt, know there's a community ready to shout. You're not alone in this beautiful fight. It's okay to take time, let your heart find the light. Be true to yourself, let your colors show. Love who you love, let your spirit flow. Through the trials and the fears, you'll find your way. In the arms of acceptance, you'll dance and sway. For those who don't understand, don't know where to start, lean into your discomfort, let it open your heart. Ask your questions, let the stories be told. Don't see us as strangers, see the love we hold. We're more than a label, dreams in the night, living our truth and shining so bright. Be true to yourself, let your colors show. Love who you love, let your spirit flow. Through the trials and the fears, you'll find your way. In the arms of acceptance, you'll dance and sway. It's a journey of love, of resilience and grace. A story unfolding, every step you embrace. We're all on the same road, seeking a place where our love is celebrated, each heart finds its space. Oh, be true to yourself, let your colors show. Love who you love, let your spirit flow. Through the trials and the fears, you'll find your way. In the arms of acceptance, you'll dance and sway. Dance and sway. It's a journey of love, of resilience and grace. A story unfolding, every step you embrace. We're all on the same road, seeking a place where our love is celebrated, each heart finds its space. Oh, so to anyone struggling with who they may be, know that your love